what is supercooled water? Supercooled water is the water in the liquid state that is still in the liquid state even after it passes the freezing point. And water's freezing point is 0 degrees Celsius. But supercooled water can get as low as negative 48.3 degrees Celsius before it ever freezes. So, before I give you any more facts on supercooled water and how it is made, I'm going to show you how you can make your very own supercooled water at home. Some things that you're going to need if you're going to want to supercool some water is some bottled water, and what we have here is smart water, which is distilled and doesn't have minerals in it, because you're going to need a water that's either purified or distilled. So there's no condensation nuclei where the water can actually attach to and freeze. So that's what we're going to use the smart water for. And then we also have Nestle Pure Life, which if you look closely on the label, it says that it is purified water, but they add minerals to it for taste. So this will not be able to be supercooled at all. So make sure that the water you get doesn't use or have any minerals in it at all, or else it can't be supercooled. Along with your 2 different bottles of water, one being purified with no minerals and the other one having minerals, by making supercooled water, in no way do I endorse bottled water. The only time I ever bought it was because for this experiment, and I always have to go with a renewable water bottle, which doesn't use any plastic, which is really, really cool for the environment. And another thing is the Brita filter, which also makes you reduce the amount of plastic bottles that you need to use, while also having good tasted water. So, only if you're doing the experiment, use bottled water. You're also going to need a freezer at the lowest temperature possible. And you're going to want to put these in there for around 2 hours. But you'll be able to find out if the water is supercooled by looking at the purified water that has the minerals in it, because this will freeze and this shouldn't. When you go higher up in the cumulus clouds, the temperature also lowers. So when you keep going up at about negative 10 degrees Celsius, there's approximately 1 ice crystal for every 1 million supercooled water droplets. And if you go higher, up to about 18,000 feet, it's approximately negative 20 degrees. Yet there are more ice crystals here. There are still an overabundance of supercooled water that occurs. And the reason why supercooled water occurs is because cloud droplets are really, really extremely very, very, very small, and so they're really, really hard to cool. And also, it is because the lack of condensation nuclei, where the water can actually attach to something and form crystals. And there are actually some companies that are marketing this supercooled way. In the UK, Coke put out Sprite, where actually they were in vending machines and they made them supercooled. So when people did open the bottle of Sprite, it would automatically become a slushie. And they also did this in Singapore with Coca-Cola, like those videos that you see online. So if you did the experiment right, you should have this result.
And thanks for watching!